back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a really fun video. It's going to be the Yeezy Boost 350 V2s in the carbons that were released, I want to say like early October. Let's just get into it. So as you all know, a lot of Yeezys were getting renamed. So originally these were called the Ezreals, now they are called the Carbons, but with the recent packaging they still haven't changed the name. So with my shipment or my order it still says Ezreal. So let's just kind of get into this. It's going to be like an unboxing and kind of like a first impressions for me, because I've never ordered Yeezys before. I have honestly been wanting Yeezys since they were first released back in, I think it was like October 2015. So Yeezys have been out for about 5 years. And at the time I was a student and you know, drop in like over 200 on some sneakers wasn't viable for me at the time because I had other things to worry about. But now that I'm out of school, and yeah, now that I have some steady income coming in, I was like, you know what, I can splurge and I can get myself some Yeezys. So I have been wanting to get the 350 style, and they're the ones I prefer the most out of all like the different type of releases he's had. So let's kind of just get into this. Yeezys retail for $220. You can, you know, if you go on the website, search whatever place is offering them, you know, you can get to that close to that price. Obviously there's going to be like processing fees, like shipping, and like some additional fees sometimes. So you know, you're looking at dropping about 220 up. And every release, every color, every style, like always is gonna, you know, whenever let's say other places are selling them, the price is gonna go up. So I ordered mine from StockX. I got a 6.5. I'm typically a 7.5 in women's. How the Yeezy sizing works is that they only come in male sizing. So you would just go down one size from your regular size. So I'm a women's 7. I would technically be in like the Yeezys, a women's 6. So regarding the 350s, when I was doing some research before I ordered mine and got them, then I heard that because they are prime knit, then they could be a little bit tight. And so I'm spending over like 200 on these shoes. I really wanted them to feel comfortable. And I didn't, you know, I would only have the opportunity to resell them. Like I can't get my money back. So I ordered a 7.5 and they worked. So let's just get into this video. And yeah, so here's the box. I'm gonna wait. I want to do a video for this before I wear them, before I, you know, do anything with them. So this is the Yeezy 350 Boost V2 box. It has the 350 in the front. And then on the sides, you see, you know, the info, but here you'll see the sizing. So like I said, let me put it up. So as you can see here, they still say Ezreal because they changed the name. So everything was still with the original name. That's it. So let's just open the box. You slide it out. So there we go. Let me just take them out. Earlier this year, I think it was the Israfils, they were released. And with that, I want to say that was like, not early this year, it was like probably like summertime. We saw the change in the Yeezy 350 laces. So I'm just going to point this out real quick right now. So as you can see here, this is one of the biggest changes with the newest releases, that it has the infinity laces. So when the Israfils came out, that's one of the big things that changed. However, they do send you the additional laces if you want to swap them out. And I will say they are not, I guess, yeah, they are black. I was thinking they were like charcoaly, but they're black. So if you want to put these and you want to like do the knot and all that, then the only way to put these on is to actually cut these out, which is kind of sucks, because then, you know, it's very like final, right? When you can't go back to these. So that's something to consider with any of like the new Yeezy releases. They're giving you those laces, but then, you know, that's it. So let's just let me just tell you like my impressions, right? So like I said, I've never had Yeezys before. I never tried them on before. So When I first saw this shoe, when I just like took it out the box, I was like in shock, and I was like, oh my gosh, these are really big. Like, oh my gosh, I was like panicking in my head. Like I dropped like 200, like, well, I didn't see the pricing. So like I said, I got, rewind. I got these through StockX. So they were $2.94 for my 6.5s. But then you got to pay like additional fees. So it brought it over to like closer to $3.30-ish. So pretty hefty price. So, right, you can only resell this. So I was panicking at the beginning because I was like, oh my gosh, I got the wrong size. Like, like, what am I gonna do? Anyways, I tried them on with like a regular, like kind of slim, like, I don't know, like the regular thin sock that you could get at like Walmart or Target, and they fit perfectly. They were roomy. I didn't feel like my feet were being squished, and I didn't feel like it was like so large, like there was so much space in it. I think if I wore like a thicker sock, like it would feel just as comfortable. So what I did read online, that let's say you order your Yeezy Boost 350s and let's say they are too small, like especially like right here. So then what I did here is that you can take out the, I think, what is this called, the insole? You can pop it out, and that should give your feet more room. So, and they said it's like, it's just as, you know, it's fine, like it's comfortable. So that's something you can do. So as we know, like the Yeezy is made of prime knit, so that's why it makes it very, like a very comfortable shoe. And that's why I wanted to buy these Yeezys, because everyone kept talking about how they were so comfortable, and I plan on wearing these. Like I bought these to wear these. Like right now, like I checked just earlier this week, I think like 2 days ago, on StockX, and they were still retailing for 6.5 for $2.93. Like, was, you know, a little difference. But again, different sizes will give you a different price. So if you want to resell these, or you bought more than one, you know, right now, I think over time we'll see the resale price. So that's, you know, something to think about. But I'm going to keep these. I want to wear these. So another like first impression thought is that when I saw these on the website, and I guess maybe I should have like zoomed in, maybe, like I tend to keep my brightness on low because it just kind of hurts my eyes. So I thought these were, because of the name carbon, I really like thought these were like charcoal, or when I think of carbon, I'm thinking like almost like black, you know, or like an off black. So these are not. This is actually a steel blue. Let me try to like get a little close up in it. Yeah, not charcoal. That was my initial thought. So I still think, like from a distance, from far away, like this looks like charcoal. This looks like carbon. And so I think, and anyways, like blue is my favorite color. So for me, like these still work. And I can see this going with many different outfits, many different colors, because it's like a neutral, and the sole is also like a neutral, you know what I mean? So I feel like this, I already have like many outfits in mind for this. So let's kind of get into some of the details about this. So when you look at the shoe, on the inside, you will see the kind of like the logo, the Yeezy and Adidas kind of collab, and inside you see the tab for the sizing. In addition, what I think is so cute is you see the typical 3 stripes for that Adidas, and it goes all the way to the bottom. And when you look at some Yeezys, some of them have the heel, what is this, the heel tab. Some of them don't. These don't come with the heel tab, but you can still like pull this to, you know, slide your feet in, you know. Also, the sole is, it's like a cream kind of color, off-white cream color, which I think at the beginning I was like, that was like one hesitating thing for me, that I was like, do I like this? Like in my head, I was like, this would have looked really nice with like a charcoal or like a black sole. Can we imagine it with the black sole? I don't know, I'm like, it would have been ideal. But I still think it's very beautiful. I think it works well with it. You can see some of the prime knit under, like whenever, you know, however they made the shoe, like in the sole, you can just kind of see it a little bit. So another thing I noticed, like comparing other Yeezys, is that the stitching to like put the shoe together, that goes like straight down the middle, compared to the other Yeezys, if you notice, it's kind of looks like one thick stripe, like going, you know, all the way to the back. But with these specifically, you can kind of see the cross stitching that is going on. And to me, it's not a big deal to me. I think it looks nice. Just kind of shows like the craftsmanship, you know, into making the shoe. But yeah, you'll see this design going all the way here. You can see it, and then it continues in the back, but it's not as apparent because there's a little bit more stuff going on back here. So then, like typical Yeezys, right, we have this, I don't know, I call it a swoop. I don't know, but it's like see-through here. So from here, you can't tell that it's see-through, but when I put my hands inside, right, you can see my nails, right? You can see that it's see-through. So I would definitely wear these with some black sneaker or some black socks, so that, you know, I don't want to be wearing some white or pink socks. So you don't like notice it. And then back here, this is when it like, and it stops. This is when it's like a solid black. So then, in addition, I know I talked earlier about the infinity laces. So how they look on the inside, it's actually like, you wouldn't even like tell that they're there. Let me try to show it. But you can see, right? You can see a little bit of the gray like this. This is the lacing. So it's like, kind of like that's as much space as the lacing is taking on. I don't know if that's the best thing, but that's how the laces show. So again, like only way to get rid of these is to cut them off, which is kind of sad. And so when I tried these on, I already, you know, put them on first to like calm down my nerves when I was like, oh my God, these are so big. Yeah, so this, like, I felt like I didn't need to like pull this. I didn't need to do anything for these to feel like good. Like I didn't feel like they were falling off my feet. So I mean, you technically could if you wanted to, but I think just like this, like they look beautiful. And let's just kind of go into some of this, like get some close-up views of this different like stitching that's going on. So as you can see here, this is like kind of like, I don't know, it's like a light gray cream, I guess you can say, stitching weaved in with the black. And then we start to see the steel blue that's being waved in into this pattern, and then the pattern changes, and then we kind of see the like gray cream, let's say, stitched in with the black, right? And then the solid black, and then kind of like the steel blue, like the gray, stitched with the black. And again, this here, you can see it's like very light, and it's very apparent that this is blue. And at the time, I didn't see that at all. Is there like that blue-white controversy? But yeah, I didn't see it, but you can clearly see that this is like a blue. And it's like, I guess again with that, like with a different shaded gray stitching, you can kind of see that it picks up right here, and then it kind of continues on for a good portion of the shoe. And then the stitching is still like the steel blue is very apparent here, but the stitching kind of changes here. So that's like the outer part of the shoe. And then we got the back. We have 4 different kind of like stitching styles here. Steel blue, some like kind of gray, cream, the solid black, right? The stitching that's going down the middle that you can really tell. You can see here this little like, I don't know, like a cream swipe here. Like, so the rest of this is like this lighter cream, we can say. And then it gets like a little like tan cream here, and it will continue actually for the whole rest of the shoe. Like the whole thing is it, and then actually it picks back up just for this part in the front. And that's kind of it. You can't really tell. So that's the bottom of the shoe. I don't know if my lighting is going to show this, but here you'll see the boost right there. And up here at the top, I don't know if it's, like I said, the cameras are going to catch it, but it says the Adidas name right there. And this feels like, when like feeling this, like this feels really nice and soft. And so I'm excited to wear these on the streets. So let's kind of go to the back of the inner part of the shoe that no one's really going to see unless you're crossing your legs. But yeah, so the stitching here, there's a lot more variety here. And I'd say like on the inner part of the shoe, you're seeing more of the steel blue woven in with the black. So again, we see a little bit of that gray cream stitching with the black. And then it's kind of the blue, the steel blue takes over with the different stitching styles, right? Like here and then here. This style goes all the way to the stitching that goes down in the middle. And it kind of, this one kind of takes up a lot of it. And then here, like the steel blue with this type of stitching pattern, and then kind of the steel blue with, you know, this pattern. And then under the laces, it's kind of like this style. And we switch it up here to like more steel blue. So like I said, more steel blue going on the inside. My lighting is going in and out. So that's kind of it. That's what I guess you can say the overview of the sneaker itself. I mean, I honestly think it's such a beautiful sneaker. Like, I've been wanting these 350s for the past 5 years, and I was never like ready to like drop the money on them. But like I said, I feel like these can go really well with many different outfits, and that's kind of it. So yeah, this is like my unboxing and like my first impressions of like me having my own pair of Yeezys. Like, my brother has Yeezys, my dad has Yeezys, and so I've always like wanted like my own Yeezys, you know. So I definitely would love to buy more of them, especially like the ones that are like kind of monochromatic looks. So yeah, I'm just gonna show some close-up shots of the shoes, and I'll post like a picture of what, maybe right here. That's like how I saw it on StockX. Loving these. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully, yeah, this was helpful, and thank you. Okay, bye.